You guys, I don't even know where to start. But anyway, let's get a little bit messy. So y'all know that Zuchu did an interview not too long ago. I think it was like 2 hours ago when I was recording this video. And of course, she made some statement that didn't sit right with some people. You know what I'm saying? People are dragging her left, right, and center. If you go on Wasafi's page where the interview was posted, honey, people are going off on Miss Mamas. And I have a feeling that Zuchu knew exactly what she was saying, and she wanted the media to be shaken up a little bit. But baby, that's why we are here. That's why we are here. So for those who don't know what we're still talking about, Zuchu was asked when will she give birth, which I think was a little bit disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You are not the one who is sleeping with Zuchu, so why are you asking her when she will give birth? And Zuchu, instead of just taking it up with the journalist and telling him, yo, you need to stop asking me some weird questions. But I understand why she was being asked that question, because the event itself that they're planning to start have to do with children. So people are like, if you love kids so much, when will you have your mini you? And Zuchu, according to what she said she's taking care of a lot of kids. She has many kids. I feel like she could have just left it at that point. Baby girl did not leave it there. She went as far as to say, my men, okay, children are my children. At that point, she lost many people. You all know that the relationship between Zuchu and both of baby mamas is not the best currently as we speak. The relationship between Diamond Platnumz and Zuchu is in question. I know both of those factors are irrelevant, because if Diamond want to marry Zuchu, even today, he can. You know, no baby mama can stop him from doing that. No mother of his can stop him from doing that. But people are like, girl, your man that you're out here claiming his children, he's not even claiming you like that. He's out here disrespecting you left, right, and center. His family don't like you. The baby mamas don't like you. You don't even have a ring. There's no date of marriage or anything. Why are you out here busy saying that these children belong to you? We would understand if someone like Shakib calls Zari's children his, because he's the stepdad. But Zuchu, that is still contending the seat, her and Aaliyah, had the audacity to say something like that. That is what rubbed some people off. I'm going to read to you some of the comments that people were out here saying, include Zari's fans telling me, Zuchira, baby, you need to test that labor before you come out here and say that Zari's children belong to you. But first of all, before I play that, before I read those comments, I'm going to play you the clip that brought all this attention. Okay?
Majibu gani hawa watu?
Hilo la watoto kwanza uniombe msamaha. Mimi watoto nao. Watoto nao na nakujaga nao hapa. Na watoto na Nasibu, wale wote ni watoto wangu mimi. You understand? Kwa tayari mimi ni mama kwa upande huo. You know, swala la kuzaa halikufanyi kuwa, yani kuzaa peke yake sio njia pekee ya kufanya kuwa mama. Unaweza kuwa mama kwa kulea, unaweza kuwa mama kwa kuwa auntie wa watoto wa kaka zako, wa dada zako.
Zuchu could have just kept it that way. But baby girl decided, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit messy. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, she said to Manansweli listeners, she's out here saying that I'm taking care of a lot of kids. I have kids that call me auntie. I have kids that call me a cousin that I'm taking care of. So I'm like a mother figure. I don't have to push out a kid for me to be a mother. Right? People are cool up until that point. But let me play you what prompted all this conversation.
Lakini pia mimi nimebarikiwa kuwa mama kwa watoto wa mwenza wangu. So that is enough for me for now.
To Manansweli listeners, she's saying she's lucky enough to be mother to his partner. And that is what rubbed everybody the wrong way. People are like, if you want to be a mother so bad, why didn't you push your own baby? According to Zuchu, she said for now, that is what is giving her joy. Tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. Somebody said in a quote, so true, baby. Get pregnant when you are ready. And even Zari said how good you are with these kids. And we see how you abide with them. Okay? Another person, somebody commented down in there saying, only in Africa, once you reach 30, you must have a child. And she is right by being a parent doesn't mean you have to push one out of you. I like how she doesn't bend down, okay? Because another one said, her body, her choice. They can kid in her half of, okay, I couldn't even understand. Let me try and read more. Why do they pressure to be pregnant? Wanataka anyonyeshe, watanunua diapers. Some questions are very, very difficult. Yeah, I understand, okay? I understand. It's just that I feel like this is well planned, okay? Zuchu knew exactly probably what was being asked, or rather what was going to be asked, and that is something they might have planned with Diamond Platnumz. Why don't you just go and say this so that we can, get people talking about us again? Because you all know that the show in Kenya is flopping like that. The music on the YouTube, where they're well known for being quote unquote kings and queens of East Africa and slapping the way it used to slap, you know what I'm saying? And it's making people a little bit nervous. Here's my thing. Why don't we let our work show more than the kiki, or rather being talked about on social media? And that is what brought everybody talking. I'm going to read to you all some of the comments that people are, or rather how people are talking on social media. I understand some people were feeling like, girl, if you and Tanasha were cool and you do take pictures together and you're showing fans that you guys were cool, then you're actually married to Diamond or engaged, then we could have appreciated that. But since you are still contending the seat, you are not there yet. So you need to calm down, okay? Wait for your turn until you get up there. So then you can have a conversation how you are the mother of Diamond Platnumz's children. You know what I'm saying? Let me read to you those comments, and then you're going to tell me how you feel about it. Because, honey, some people are very, very messy. I tried to look for a little bit nicer comments, because you all know that I might be messy, but I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. One of that is fun page said, leba aende mwingine ujimwambafai wewe mchu. Oh my God. I've been telling you some of this. Is this Swahili? Really? Crazy on me. Anyway, let's go to the another one. One person say, unajua nacheka nini? Another person say, hivi kumbe yuko serious kwa Mondi. Another person say, hata uoni aibu kabisa. Another person say, wacha tu nisubiri jibu la Zari. So many of Zari's fans are waiting on to see what Zari will say. I hope, Tanasha Dora, you have to say something. And if you have something, you have to throw shade in there. Keep the conversation going, baby girls. Okay. Anyway, another person this was Zari's fan page, doubled down on what she said in regards to people going to labor. She said, nendeni labor kwanza ndio mrudi hapa kenge nye. Okay, she's saying, in order to Zuchu to be out here talking about, the Diamond children are also hers, she need to first go to the labor and then come back, and then maybe they can have a conversation. But as for right now, she's not feeling the entire, I belong to Diamond Platnumz's children belong to me. Because when it comes to children, honey, that's a different ball game. And for her to be out here throwing that word anyhowly, it might rub somebody the wrong way. I'm just saying, it might rub somebody the wrong way, especially since we are hearing from social media that she doesn't get along with these women. Her herself, during her exchange with Mangi, she said that baby mamas are doing a little bit too much. She wants them to back off, mind their own business, continue with what they're doing with their lives, and for, to leave her enjoying her relationship with Diamond. There's no need of them. Every time there's Christmas, they bring all their children. She will be the one doing the babysitting. I have a feeling she was doing it, so that she can be seen to be a good mother, basically. That is what I'm saying. Let me try and read the last one. This one said, hauna kizazi nyoo, acha kujitutua kwa wanawake wenzio walioingia leba na kusikia uchungu. Wewe Zuchu ni kama diva aliyechangamka. Not egg yote mkaingi. Oh God. Zuchu knew very well people's reaction. She knew very well how to poke the barrel. She knew very well that there's some things when she said there will be some sort of talks on social media. You know what I'm saying? It's freedom of speech. People are allowed to say whatever it is they want to say. Just because you feel like what you're saying is correct, you don't have any right to feel like the other person is not saying the correct things. Freedom of speech. You have your opinion. They have their own opinion. So let's just everybody, you know, go with it the way it's going, because you can't be out here claiming other children to be yours. I would understand if maybe she could have just said the first statement that I played on the previous video and just keep it pushing, not continuing to like literally like looking for something else for people to talk about. I feel like Zuchu has mastered it very well from Diamond Platinums, because I remember there's a time when Diamond will go to Uganda, he will talk about how he loved Zari. When he comes to Kenya, we'll talk so much how he loved Tanasha, how Tanasha gave him his twin, but it was all to get some sort of media coverage. Basically, that is what I'm saying. Anyway, it is what it is. Tell me how you all feel about it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Follow me on IG @Drizzy_radio. And of course, now you can drop my big nyasha sifake. And while at it, be kind enough to give this video a thumbs up. Bye-bye.